All right, my friend, got your last and final amplifier done for you. We'll just walk you through some of the things I did. It's obviously been cleaned a couple times. There's dirt still remains in there. I'm always finding one spot that I just couldn't get to it all, man. But I did my best. So you got a new reset switch. I guess you had that tape on there. I guess this piece was falling out or something. I'm assuming you said, hey, can you fix that? So I can't eliminate it. I don't know how to do that. I mean, I could solder the wires on the back together, so every time you turn it on, it turns on, but I'm not sure if keeping that connection connected at all times is going to ruin something else in there. I'm just not too sure about that. And the schematic I was able to look up for it didn't have reset button on the schematic. It had everything else, but I guess they had different models. Like I had a model in here before that didn't even have a reset button on there, so I guess that's a newer one. This is an older one, I guess, but anyway, yeah, so you got a new reset button on there. We got a new LED light right here. It still lights up red and everything. It's just white. This is the newer ones. So these ones here are like 5 volt. This one here is a 12 volt. So you had a wire, this wire right here, this white one. It's a new wire. This white wire was changed out. It was pretty bad. It was chewed up. And it came over here, had a resistor, 1 kilo ohm resistor, and was going to the hot side. But since this is to reduce the voltage, so you can run a 5 watt or a 5 volt LED, but this is 12 volts, so I just ran it direct. It still works. It's all nothing's changed. You know, I guess back in the day, them 5 volts were just a little bit cheaper. Okay, so yeah, you can see everything's cleaned up in there real good. I get the light on it. So your regulator board, this provides the voltage to the power supply and the amplifier. That's all been cleaned up in there. Got some electronic cleaner. Everything looks really good in there, man. You see this heat shrink right here? That was all chewed up. It had that cloth thing on it, but I redid that, and I redid the other one on this side right here, going across, coming in from the rectifier board. I cleaned your fan off. I know it still looks a little dirty, but it was really bad, man. I cleaned it out best I could. You know, they're real brittle. I don't want to break it, but I got it in there pretty good with a brush and some electronic cleaner. Did what I could. Put you a new little fan guard on the back. It'll keep critters from getting in there. Let's see, what else did I do in this bad boy? Oh, I got your new transistor in there, the bottom one, the one at the very far end. Now, I thought these were matched, but they're not. So this amplifier has had, I would imagine, since they typically put matched set in here, right? So these are all different. You got 18.2 Charlie, then the second one is 18.2 Juliet, and then the other one, let me blow it up here. 18.20, and then one I got in there for you, the very last one on the back side, 983 something. Anyway, so I checked the gain on all of them. The gain on these transistors is really low, man. 4, 4, 6, but the one I put in there is a gain of 30. So that tells me this amplifier has been running for a long time. You're probably going to get about another year out of it. Depends on how much you talk on it. And another transistor is probably going to go out on you, man. They're real low gain. I just assumed that, you know, it's gonna quit on you here. So I'll leave that up to you, man. But if we put some HGs in there, it'll work. You ain't gonna see the watts you're gonna see here when I show you. You know, you might get probably 100, maybe 50 watts less. But I don't know. I just don't like those SD1446, man. They're just inconsistent, you know. In my experience, limited experience. All right. So let me see here. So you know everything about this amplifier. So let me just go ahead and get to the nitty gritty here. Let me do your pass-through tune, 5 watt slug reverse. This is the amplifier off. So middle scale. At 10 in the middle scale is a 1 watt. All right. So this is barely doing a 1/16 of a watt. Oh yeah. So it's real low, man. We're talking 0.2 of a watt right there. So it's real low. It's good. That's good. That means your receive. Right now, you're coming from your antenna. This amplifier and its components and its circuitry is not going to affect the receive SWR coming into the radio. All right, so let's turn this bad boy on. Okay, hit the button. There she go. Got a light on here. Yep. See the light's working. Here's your preamp. All right, that works. And I got it on high power right now. I'll turn the light back on. All right, so we got 1,000-watt slug in forward going to a dummy load. All right, so 1,000-watt slug. So that means the bottom scale, 400, or that 40 is 400, 60 is 600. It's going to be somewhere in there. Here we go. Oh, audio, go down. All right, looks like right at 450, man. Right on the money at 450, man. Okay, reflect coming back with the amplifier on. Oh, audio. All right, so that's a quarter watt of reflect coming back, man. That's excellent. Excellent. All right, let's see what we got on medium. So 450 on high. Let's see what we got on medium. Oh, audio. Oh, man, 400, man. Maybe 390, 400 on medium. That's pretty close to high, isn't it? But that's just where they made it. And then low, I think we're gonna get about 250 or something like that. Oh, audio go down. Yeah, about 250 on low. So 250 on low, 400 on medium, 450 on high. That's where she be. Your volts are set at 15 something, man, 1510. So that's it. That's as high as it goes. And so you gotta be careful if you put a radio in here. You might need to turn it down a little bit. Let me see if I can show you how to do that. Yeah, that little blue thing right there. That little blue thing right there. That's the potentiometer. All right, so it's hard to get in there. But if you turn that thing right there, you'll get the volts down, 14.5, and you should be good running the radio on there if you decide to do that. But keep in mind, if you got a big radio on here, like a Striker 655, 955, it's going to draw a lot of amps. And then with the amplifier on, it's going to draw some more amps, so you only got 35 amps. So you might not be able to run a Striker, you might be able to run a Cobra 29 on there, something like that. So just be careful, keep that in mind. They only got 35 amps of a draw on that little transformer there. All right, my friend, we'll get the lid on it. I just took the lid off just to kind of show you, what's going on inside there. But she's dead right, man. She's dead right. Yo, audio, me and my Power Deluxe 35A got down. I'll see you. Bye.